number 14. Let me get some coffee. That's better. I didn't get any random requests this week, random page numbers, so I'm going to go by a personal request from Jim Hall from Atheist Edge. He asked me to look up the patron saint of OCD, and I couldn't find her in the book. And I'm looking, and finally I look under the saint name, Saint Dymphna. Dymphna. It's very hard to say. Dymphna. So this is for you, Jim Hall. This is the patron saint of the emotionally disturbed. That's what they have her listed as, Saint Dymphna. Sounds like Daphne, but it says Dymphna. Her birth and death is just listed as 7th century. And her feast day is May 15th. All right, so there's a lot of words I'm seeing that I probably will pronounce wrong. Okay, in the 9th century, the bones of the martyr Saint Dymphna were discovered outside the town of Giel in present-day Belgium. G-H-E-E-L, Giel. Large crowds turned out for the transfer of the saint's relics to a shrine in the town's church. Believing that at such a momentous event, the saint would manifest her power. So you're moving her bones and you think she's going to show up? That's some supernatural bull right there. Saint Dymphna didn't disappoint. During the procession of her relics, so many emotionally disturbed and mentally ill people were healed. That the town's Christians took it as a sign of Dymphna's wish to be invoked against such afflictions. Do regular antidepressants not work for you? Well, have you tried moving the bones of a saint? Side effects are miraculous healing. 100 years after she was buried, they moved her bones to a new church. And I'm sorry, this is bull. The moving of her bones made her manifest her spirit in a way that miraculously healed emotionally disturbed and mentally ill people. Criteria for mentally disturbed and emotionally not well and mentally ill people in the ninth century, right? Yeah. What's the criteria? They didn't have a DSM-5. Back then. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Continuing. In her honor, they built a hospital in Giel for people with emotional problems or mental illness, which is still operates today in Belgium. Okay, I put some pictures in. You know what I do. The first biography, and they have it in quotes, biography of Saint Dymphna was written 600 years after her death. So what we know of her life is probably more legend than fact. You think? According to the story, Dymphna was the daughter of Damon, a pagan Irish king. She converted to Christianity in her teens, and soon thereafter her mother died. The loss of his beloved wife drove Damon mad, so much so, that since Dymphna strongly resembled her mother, he decided to marry his daughter. Oh no. Oh, that's gross. To escape her unbalanced father and the threat of incest, not incensed, incest, Dymphna set sail for the continent with her chaplain, Gerbernus. They went ashore in present-day Belgium and settled in Giel, but to no avail. Damon followed them and beheaded his daughter while his bodyguard murdered Gerbernus. The people of Giel placed the saints' bodies in 2 plain stone sarcophagi and buried them inside a cave, where they remained until they were discovered several hundred years later. Portions of the sarcophagi have survived and are still displayed in Giel. So she's a saint because moving her bones made people miraculously heal in the 9th century. But nothing that she actually did. She just tried to escape and was killed by her father because her father went crazy when his wife died and wanted to marry his own daughter that looked like his dead wife. That's the TLDR version. Anyway, her picture is on page 163. Saint Dymphna. She's right here. And but she actually didn't do anything in herself when she was alive. The moving of her bones is what healed people. So I don't get it. It's so arbitrary. Anyway, that's about it. That's number 14. Come back later for number 15.
Have a great day, guys. Don't forget to check out all my other videos on the channel and like and subscribe.